Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Channel 3 Eyewitness News today. Summer starts today. Yay! 91 degrees. It's going to be a hot start to the season as well. Low 90s, muggy all through the weekend. Now, I'm not going to rule out one or two isolated storms later today, but they're going to be few and far between. Certainly nothing as widespread as what we saw yesterday, especially this morning. You're fine with clear skies stepping out this morning. We are going to see some storms moving through Saturday afternoon and maybe even Sunday afternoon also. So let's take a look outside for today. Just taking you through the afternoon, it should be okay. Clear skies, no problems at all this morning. One or two storms popping up, especially the further west you go, the better your chance heading up toward the plateau in Middle Tennessee. But anything that does pop up, even though we won't have that much, will have the potential to become severe and produce some of those damaging winds. So we'll need to be very careful, again, watching the sky for this afternoon. But again, most of you won't see anything except a lot of heat and humidity. Moving into this evening, maybe for a nightfall time, about 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, you're probably not going to see much late tonight. Can't rule out another stray shower or storm though. So heat and humidity, the big theme for today. 70 degrees Chattanooga, 65 in Cleveland, 66 in Athens. Dew points a little bit lower than they have been, but still, whenever you have dew points in the 60s, you're still talking about some fairly humid air, and we're going to combine those dew points in the 60s with temperatures in the low 90s. So it's going to feel like it's in the mid, maybe even the upper 90s in some spots later this afternoon. Nothing on our radar. That's what we like to end the week with, although, again, if anything does develop, it does have a very low risk of becoming severe. The further west you go, 24 heading toward Middle Tennessee, the higher that risk is of seeing severe storms popping up. But here in the Tennessee Valley, we're looking at a very low risk. The biggest risk with any storms that develop will be damaging winds. 5% for most of the area, but the plateau heading up into Middle Tennessee, 15% risk of damaging winds with storms that develop. Hail, the risk a little bit lower, 5% all around. Rainfall, look at that for the month of April up to month of April. Why does it say April? June. Didn't update. It's June. Yeah, it says June 21st. There we go. Month of June, we have more than 4 inches of rain, and that is 1.44 inches above average. So we're doing fine with our rainfall, and can and will enjoy a little bit of a break today. Here's your Vipercast going through the day. Maybe a few clouds here and there, but for the most part, no one or not many people will see any rain at all. Maybe a couple of isolated showers or storms in North Georgia, and again heading up onto the plateau back toward Middle Tennessee. For this evening, again, we've got nightfall going on this evening. Whatever your Friday night plans are, you're going to be fine, but late tonight, maybe one or two storms popping up. The chance only 10%. Saturday, we'll start off with clouds. Very hot and humid, low 90s. The humidity will be climbing back up on Saturday. And we are also going to see some strong storms moving through Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. This is about 6 o'clock in the evening, and you can see these moving in from north to south, so be aware of that. They'll clear out dry late Saturday night into Sunday, and then late Sunday afternoon, maybe a couple of more isolated storms developing. So hot, a bit humid today. We'll have a stray storm or two late today into this evening. 91 for the high, 90 in Cleveland, 92 in Dalton. A little bit cooler in the upper elevations. Will be in the mid-80s. And then partly cloudy. Late tonight, maybe another isolated storm, 71 degrees as we drop through the overnight into Saturday morning. It'll be in the upper 60s and low 70s, and it'll be a dry start. You have ball games on Saturday morning. You should be fine, but we're talking about 4, 5, 6 o'clock. We'll have some storms moving in from the north through Chattanooga, and that could put a crimp in your late Saturday plans. And then Saturday night into Sunday, we dry out. Maybe one or two storms late Sunday, but look at this, low 90s and very muggy weather through the weekend. We'll start off that way for the first part of next week. 30% chance of afternoon storms for Monday and Tuesday, and then heading into the middle of next week, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, but still hot and still muggy and still very summer-like. Let's settle in. We haven't even reached July and August yet.
Oh my goodness.